Welcome everyone, my name is Vannaka and today it's time for another video. I'm going to talk about free-to-play teleports. Now, how many teleports are there in free-to-play and what would be the best way to use them? So right here you can see a complete overview of all the existing teleports, quick travel options or other ways to move over to certain locations in free-to-play. And I've made a list of categories so you can see where the teleports mainly are coming from. There are 4 teleports that can be unlocked through the magic skill. First of all, the home teleport at level 0 magic, then Varrock teleport at 25 mage, Lumbridge teleport at 31, and Falador at 37 magic. Then we also got some minigame teleports that can be used once in 20 minutes. We've got Castlewars, Clanwars, and Last Man Standing, all at level 0 magic. Currently, 2 teleport items in free-to-play can be equipped. First of all, the Chronicle in the shield slot, and then the Skull Sceptre in the weapon slot. And then we got some teleports that can't really be counted as actual teleports, but may still help you in some situations. We've got the Sarim Jail teleport, the Suicide Lumbridge teleport, the home port or suicide Edgeville method, or the Canoe system. The only teleport that I haven't included in this list is the Rune Essence Mine teleport, since this is the only way in the game to get to the Essence Mine in the first place, so it can't really be seen as a quick travel option. Oh, and one fun fact. Back in the day, it used to be possible to get teleported by random events when you ignored them or picked the wrong option, but this has been removed in 2014 though. So before we start talking about everything in detail, I would really like to advise you to get access to all the teleports as soon as possible. It will save you loads of time in the long run, and I mean quite literally, because it will be super useful when completing quests, doing clue scrolls, training skills, or doing whatever activity you're doing. So let's start off with the first teleport on our list, home teleport to Lumbridge. This teleport will not cost you any runes and is available immediately after leaving Tutorial Island. It can be used once in 30 minutes to teleport to Lumbridge, so use it wisely. It takes pretty long to cast, but it's a free teleport, so who cares? You can use it to get quick access to cows or chickens, the Lumbridge Bank, or maybe even Draenor Village. And it could also be useful when you're questing in early stages of the game to speed up your traveling a little. At level 25 magic, you will be able to use teleport to Varrock. And you will have quick access to the Grand Exchange, if you're no Iron Man of course, to banks, a ranging shop, a rune store, a sword shop, a blacksmith, a general store, the apothecary, an anvil to train smithing, and many more things. This teleport is especially useful to get early on in the game, as you will have quick access to one of the main cities in RuneScape. This teleport is often used to restock on supplies or when needing to sell certain items. At level 31 magic, you will be able to use the official teleport to Lumbridge. And this teleport basically does the same as the home teleports, however, you will not have to wait for 30 minutes, and the teleport doesn't take long to cast. Now in PvP worlds, you will have very quick access to a bank if you use this teleport. This method is sometimes combined with a Skull Sceptre to teleport to a barbarian village, so you can make body runes faster when runecrafting. But of course, watch out with this one, because PvP worlds are dangerous, even though Lumbridge itself is a safe zone. At level 37 magic, you will be able to teleport to Falador. And this is the highest teleport you can unlock by training magic in free-to-play. It is especially useful for the following things. Banks, if you are not an ultimate Iron Man of course. Quick access to a furnace to train smithing or crafting, or quick access to the mining guild. Or maybe if you need a new haircut, the Falador teleport may come in very handy as well. If you go to the quest tab and you click on minigames, you will find a list of clan chats that can be used to find people for certain activities. Now some of these channels have a teleport option. In free to play, these options are Clanwars, Castlewars, and Last Man Standing. Now these teleports can only be used once in 20 minutes only, so keep that in mind. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter too much which teleport you use because the locations are basically all next to each other. In most situations though, Clanwars teleport is the one you should use because it's closest to the portal. Now why is this important? Because when you enter and leave the portal, all your stats will be restored, including your run energy. So this is the perfect way to recover from a trip of monster killing, or maybe just to restore your run energy. You can also use this teleport to get to 𝗬𝗏𝗃 quickly, maybe for clue scrolls or something you need in town, or to use the Sarim Jail teleport. But I will talk about this teleport later in the video. Like I said earlier in the video, we currently have 2 items in free-to-play with the teleport option that can actually be equipped. And the first one of these is the Chronicle book. What I like so much about this teleport is that it doesn't require any magic level, and even better, no law runes. It is pretty difficult to obtain law runes when you've just started, especially on an Iron Man, so if you need a quick teleport to Varrock, you can buy this book. To obtain the book, go to Draenor Village and talk to Django. And to use the teleport, it first needs to be filled with charges. This can be done by buying teleport cards in the same store, and each charge costs 1 teleport card, which is 150 coins. You can only buy a maximum of 100 teleports per day, so keep that in mind. Now once you get richer, you can stack up on these teleports daily because you will need them in the future, so just do that every day and you'll be good to go. But what do we use this teleport for, actually? Well, first of all, if you need to get to Varrock quickly, this is a very cheap and easy alternative for Varrock teleport. Also, this teleport is located pretty closely to Charlie the Tramp, which speeds up completing clue scrolls in free-to-play. Now right next to the teleport, you will find many oak and willow trees to train your woodcutting on, and you also have instant access to the Champions Guild to buy some rune stuff or perhaps dragonhide, or simply use this during the quest to speed it up a little. Now south of the Chronicle teleport is a Canoe station, which I will discuss later on in the video. But last but not least, probably the main reason to use this teleport is the Varrock Southwest Mine. And many Iron Men use this to mine silver and then combine this with a Falador teleport to have quick access to a furnace and craft tiaras. And this strategy is about 14k to 17k crafting XP per hour if you do it the right way. The second equipable item is the 𝗧𝗵𝗲𝗺𝗃. And the 𝗧𝗵𝗃𝗃 teleports you to a barbarian village and can be unlocked by collecting all the 4 skull pieces. And this can be done by killing creatures in the stronghold of security. Each floor contains a monster that may possibly drop a piece. On the first floor, this is minotaurs. The second floor, flesh crawlers. On the third floor, 𝗕𝗲𝗵𝗲𝗺𝗃. And the fourth floor, 𝗕nkus. Now after collecting all the pieces, you can combine them to create a 𝗧𝗵𝗃𝗃. And after making the 𝗧𝗵𝗃𝗃, it is important to go to the 4th floor and talk to 𝗧𝗏𝗀 to imbue it. Because if you don't do this, the scepter will break after it runs out of charges. Also remember that you need to set an authenticator on your account before you can imbue the scepter. And if you remove the authenticator, the scepter will lose its imbue. The scepter has a maximum of 5 charges and can be recharged by adding new skull pieces to it. It doesn't really matter which piece, so you can camp minotaurs to get quick skull pieces if you wish. So why would you use this teleport? Now I would say that this is a very nice teleport to use when doing clue scrolls, because it's close to many hot locations, so it may come in very handy. And it's also a quick teleport to the stronghold of security, which is the place where you collect the skull pieces. So what I personally love doing is to kill minotaurs for clue scrolls, and then using the scepter to get back there after completing the clue scroll and repeat the process. So now that we've talked about all the official teleports, we're going to talk about some other ways to transport ourselves. And the first of all is the Sarim Jail. And this is a teleport that brings you from the Shantae Pass in 𝗓𝗏𝗃 to the Sarim Jail. Now this is how it works. You go to the Shantae Pass, and a quick way to do this is by using Clemwar's teleport like we talked about, and then talk to Shantae. And if you ask him, what is this place, and then tell him that you are an outlaw, he will put you in jail. If you then refuse to pay him 5 coins twice, he will send you to the Sarim Jail. It's a nice free teleport, but the downside of this is of course that it can only be accessed through the Shantae Pass. You could use this teleport for a few reasons. For example, get quick access to the Corsair Cove to kill ogresses, to get quick access to the Asgardian Ice Dungeon to kill ice giants, but it's also a very nice way to get to Sarim quickly if you need to go to 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗃 or maybe visit one of the stores there. Then another unofficial teleport is suicide. And I know this sounds weird, but it could be considered as an actual teleport. I mean, if you kill yourself, you will be transported to Lumbridge directly. And to make it even better, it will also restore all of your stats, including your run energy. But of course, be warned with this method, because obviously you cannot use this when you are a hardcore Iron Man, because it will make you lose your status. And then next up we have the Edgeville teleport. And this is a very interesting one, and probably not many people will get access to this in the first place, but if you have 5 mil cash and you pay this to 𝗧𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗃, she can set your home teleport and respawn location to Edgeville. So it basically becomes a normal teleport then, but can also be used to use the suicide method like I mentioned before this. Now it's great to have this because it will unlock a new teleport location to Edgeville, and there's also a pro trick for making body runes in combination with the suicide method that I just explained. I could go a lot more in detail about this, but I will save that for another video. And then the last method is the Canoe system. There are 4 canoe stations in RuneScape that you can travel to. They are located in Lumbridge, the Champions Guild, Barbarian Village, and Edgeville. And there's also a 5th station in the wilderness, but you cannot go back from this point, so be careful. Now there's also 4 types of canoes that you can make, requiring a certain woodcutting level. At level 12 you can make a regular log, at level 27 a dugout, at 42 a stable dugout, and at 57 a 𝗧𝗲𝗃𝗃. Now the higher quality your canoe is, the more stations you will be able to pass at once. However, if you want to go to the wilderness, you can only use the level 57 𝗧𝗃𝗃. Now this system is not used too often because the animations take quite long and they don't really bring you to useful locations, but there is a way that the canoe could be useful. For example, if you don't have many law runes and you still want to mine at the Varrock southwest, you can teleport here with a Chronicle book, mine an inventory of silver, and use the canoe to travel to Edgeville to smelt your ore there. Now this could be useful in some situations, maybe if you are a skiller and you don't want to train any combat. Alright then guys, so as far as my knowledge goes, we have now discussed every single teleport in free-to-play. And my question to you now is, do you know any other strategies in free-to-play to use teleports in a smart way? I would really like to know. Also, if you have any video suggestions for me, then simply share your thoughts. I want to make a video every weekend, so that would be great. I hope this video was helpful and I wish you all the best with your free-to-play adventures. Feel free to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.